Welcome back, everybody, and still sorta sick, so sorry for the raspy voice, but I did manage to complete both of the Fierce Battle events. I was gonna upload them like a couple hours after they came out, but fell asleep during grinding, so I lost those bragging rights. But I'll talk about the suit real quick. This is it, fully duped, level 90. I've only managed to get the weapons to level 4. These evil bastards really want you to grind double beam weapons for this thing, even though they should be physical, but I ain't doing that. That's annoying. These drop rates are really bad, so don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. Char's counterattack grind is real, so even if it is permanent charge counterattack, I still prefer just to do that grind over this. This is terrible, these drop rates. But yeah, we'll keep it at 4 for now. Its abilities are also pretty solid too as well. Let's go over them. Increase attack by 10%, always good. When vigor is super high or higher, increase own attack by 15%, that's really high for an SSR. Increase own weapon energy consumption by 30% though. I wonder how much that's really going to affect you. It seems like it's going to affect you a lot, but we shall see. Kind of like a little glass cannon, I guess. And variable phase shift armor. Physical weapons reduce damage taken by 30. Little damage reduction. They're not crazy, but it's there, I guess. You can also put some pretty good equips on it as well, like the Seed Series 12% or the increase attack by 10%. It has options, that's for sure. It seems really solid on paper. Let's go over its weapons. Even at level 4, its attack power seems pretty high. The Excalibur Laser Anti-Ship Sword MMI-710. The closer you are to the enemy, the greater weapon power increases up to 10. Max is 12%. The MA-BAR-72 High Dash Energy Beam Rifle, no effect, but does meh damage. And the Telescope Barrel Extension Type Beam, god damn, see Destiny, Type Beam Turret. The lower your remaining HP is, the greater weapon power increases. I would have preferred the higher your remaining HP is, but it's solid. As for recommendations for pilot types and all, well, we'll go over if you want to read the description. They actually cared enough to write the whole paragraph. They probably copied it from the other games, but there it is if you want to read it. Anyway, for pilot, here are its stats, by the way, fully leveled and all that, unless you SP it. Do I recommend SPing it? Really up to you if you need a good Seed Destiny attacker, if you plan. Actually, let me check this thing's tags. Is it on Seed Destiny? Alternative Series, Gundam, Test Type, Seed Series, Lightning Fast, and Zaft, and it is indeed in Seed Destiny series, so if you're planning on making a Seed Destiny team, it could work out. It also has pretty solid terrain. 4, not the best in water, but having 4 terrain is always nice, so there is that. Pretty decent tags. Test Type is decent. Seed Series, you can make it work. Lightning Fast is a little bit niche, but it's there. And Alternative Series, it's a freebie ship, so you can run it. So yeah, pretty solid overall. I think it's a really good unit. The range is also pretty solid too. It might cause a little trouble, the telescope barrel, whatever. Its range is a little bit wacky, so you might get caught using it, or you'll have to rely on the Excalibur. Honestly, you can build this thing either long range or close range pilot. It seems like it's a little bit of both, but if you want like full damage, you'd probably probably go melee, but if you want to use this as a long ranger, you know, you have the option. As for pilots, you pretty much want anybody that has a MP up. MP up seems the way to go. Let's look at freebie options first. Who has MP up? Ku is a really great option for this guy. Is there no way to check like specific skills? Let me see. No, there's not. At least I don't think so. I don't think there is, but I could try going. Oh yeah, this idiot, she has MP up. You could honestly use her. She'd be really solid. You won't get the full buffs, of course, but you'll still get the melee buff and the damage dealt. That can be really good if you are planning to use it. She's also a pretty good option. Yeah, basically anybody that has MP up, like her or Ku, or especially Setsuna, he's gonna hit really hard with this thing. If you give it to him, it could work as well. Those are just the few on the top of my head that can work. You could also run her, I guess, but you want the MP, the super vigor, immediately. So pretty much anybody that has MP up will work really well. There's also pretty good supporters like Asuna if you have her, Shirako if you have her, him. Who else has MP up? Top of my head. The new Amuro has MP up. The old Amuro has MP up. It has a lot of options, that's for sure. It seems really versatile. It basically just needs anybody that can get its MP up. You might possibly want to run a supporter on it as well, because like I said, its energy consumption, I'm not sure how hard that's going to hit it. It might be very detrimental to it, or it might not, who knows. So that's my recommendations for it. It seems incredibly solid. If you wanted to SP100 it, I would not blame you. It seems like it could really work out. We'll take it for a little test run in Eternal Road. It's not, I haven't really found a stage where I can really do like full showcases. We'll show it at normal damage and then like fully buffed up, all debuffs and all that. Kind of forgot, but I usually do show the animations for the suit first, but I talked about it first. So volume warning, I think, since my voice is quiet. Here's the animations. So my phone had to update during mid-recording and pretty much everything went to hell after that. Very fun, but I do have fond memories of that anti-ship sword attack. I remember it quite well from, you know, Cross Rays. If you've played it, it's pretty much the same move. Still looks really hard. Here's a team we'll be running in Eternal Road 2. FYI, well, not FYI, but it's more of a UR based, how high can the damage get. We'll go with a free to play team after this, but this is just more of a how high can we hit. Here are the stats that we're running. We're running the 12% attack boost from the Eternal Road Siege series. Our weapons are level 4 and we will be running Setsuna for the melee based attack since he's pretty much fully melee oriented. This is just to see how hard he can hit. He could probably hit harder if we like level up our supporter and all that, but it's just more of a, you know, curious test run. He could definitely hit a lot harder if you like SP him and all that. But just for my curiosity's sakes, yeah, mobile hotspot, am I right? We'll be right back. But just for my curiosity's sakes, I just want to see how hard he can hit with this setup. So finally, after a long download, we are here. Yeah, mobile hotspot day is complete. Arse, let's just say that. Definitely should have uploaded during the night, but I was too sleepy, man. The weakness of the flesh, bro. It's annoying. But let's see how much damage we just do right off the bat. No buffs. 29,000 is actually really good without any buffs and all that. So let's activate his buffs. We will reduce his defense with our supporters. That's what they're there for. And we will see how much damage we can do. This is how much damage he's doing without the buffs now. With the buffs now, I mean 44,000. That's really solid for an attacker. Obviously he will die though. These eternal robes hit incredibly hard. We'll reduce his defense by 30% since we haven't upgraded our aerials EX attack. I only have it at level 3, so we'll just throw one right here. And then we will debuff with the freedom since the Destiny Impulse is beam focused. Asshole developers made 2 beam weapons so you can grind it again and again with those awful rates. I just put the Wing Zero there too as a free to play option. If you don't have the freedom, they both do the same thing. They reduce they reduce beam weapon damage, beam defense, whatever. We'll just upgrade her, why not? Let's just throw one in there. If you're wondering why it lags, oh wow, he missed? She missed, nice. If you're wondering why it lags, it's because the emulator is pretty meh. But you know, it's better than nothing, I guess. Let's just opt this out real quick. Hopefully she won't miss this time. This is also 30% beam defense down. We also only have the freedom at level 3 EX attack. We do have the level 5 of the Wing Zero, so it's basically the same percentage. So here it is, he is with his buffs, 30% defense down and 30% beam defense down. So that should be if you really want to stack a 60% debuff if you're using beams and all that. So let's see how hard we shall hit. 65,000 with all debuffs and all that. For a really, really tanky opponent, that's really solid. Yeah, he's doing good numbers. Like, obviously we'll die here. If we had sway, like, you know, we would survive another day. But these are not bad numbers at all. Granted, you know, we have Setsuna and all that. We have the debuffers too. So how much is he doing just by himself? These guys aren't getting the ship buff as well. It's only for test type. He's doing good damage. In the beginning it was like 27 and now it's like 65,000 with all debuffs and buffs and all that. He can do good damage if you have I think Setsuna will probably be his best pilot, this Destiny Impulse. So really good numbers. Like I said, this Eternal Road is like, the stats of this thing is incredibly jank. They overtune the hell out of it. So it's probably like not the best number indicators, but you know, I think there is one more map we can try out, the Destiny Impulse map. We'll try it out there, see if we can get any good numbers there, since that is more single boss focused. The boss isn't as tanky, I mean. So here we are in the expert force impulse fierce battle. We did take a little bit of his health. He has a 15% damage reduction just because those defender mobs are really annoying, and while wiping them out he did get caught in the crossfire. So he still has a decent chunk of his health, not too bad of a defense debuff. The goal here is to see if he can take him out all by himself. It seems like he can't at the moment. This guy hits really hard, by the way. He also defends too, like a chump when he's about to die, so we will try to debuff him. He only has, like I said, the 15% defense reduction. I was going to show the full process, but God knows how long this video is going to take to upload. So it's already a bit too long anyway, so might as well just throw in these damage reduction debuffs. Hopefully this hits. That is the 30% beam reduction, and now we will hit him with a 35% damage reduction. It doesn't matter if he dies, it's whatever, as long as he lands the hit. And now at fully buffed up, our ship, by the way, we are running the Sea Destiny ship with one dupe. That's a 22% bonus. I was going to do the free to play option, but like I said, this video is way too long now, and mobile hotspot, God help me, is incredibly slow in the day. So, you know, might as well just upload what we can. Should have recorded it in the night, but like I said, too sleepy. So that's how much we're taking with the long range, 88,000, and then with the close range attack we will take 128,000. He defends like a wuss, like I thought he would, so keep that in mind when you're fighting this guy. When he's about to die, he does defend. So we will have to, we'll use a map attack right here, but it is pretty good numbers, I will admit. He with both debuffs and all that, he can put in some work, that's for sure. I kind of wonder how well he'll do in SP 100. I think melee is the way to go with him if you want the full damage output and all that. Also, I have noticed how much energy that is taking. That's pretty high for an attack. Not like crazy high, but you know what I mean. So we can kill now with everything out of the way. Like I said, this boss is a little annoying because of his defenders and all that. So I did have to take a little bit chunk of his health away through map attacks. But yeah, that is a pretty decent number for a pretty chunky boss. Like I said, he'll probably do a lot better at SP 100. But he's putting good numbers. Like, he's a really good melee unit. There's also the option, of course, of using his long range attack. But there is the option. Like, he's doing good damage. I think that was a 95% damage buff right there, like it said. Yeah, he can put in work. Like I said, you want to, like what I said, you want to use a pilot that can get his MP up and all that. That's probably the best way to use him, like Nyan or Ku. But very good, very solid unit. We'll do the full armor Harakushiki after this video, however long this video takes to upload. But without further ado, guys, tell me what you think about this unit. Are you going to SP 100 it? I think it would be a pretty good choice if you need a really good solid Sea Destiny attacker, if you missed out on Strike Freedom and all that. But yeah, without further ado, I'm about to sneeze. I'll end the video before I sneeze. Take care, guys.